With the new Marvel Rivals Season 1.5 update, we got introduced to my new favorite hero to play, The Thing. The Thing is a bruiser tank hybrid that is both capable of disassembling the enemy team's backline and saving our own backline from being dived at the same time. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you all the tips and tricks that I found to help you play The Thing at the most effective and efficient ways possible. Alright, if you've been playing the game already, then you already know about the Thing's kit, so I'm just going to go over it really quick for you guys, for anybody who doesn't know. You have his basic attack called the Rocky Jab, which is just a 1-2 punch. You have a Stone Haymaker, which is a 10-meter heavy punch. And then you have the Yancey Street Charge, which is a charge that does knockback, and then it leaves a zone that does 2 ticks of damage. And then also any enemies that are inside that zone cannot use any mobility ability. So like if they have a dash or anything like that, they can't use it. All right, this next ability is called the Embattled Leap, and this is the ability that makes this character so much fun to play, and we'll get into this a little bit more later, but essentially you leap to your teammates and you guys both get a little shield that does damage reduction for the time being while you have the little rocks floating around you. Both you and your teammate get that damage reduction. And then you have the ult, it's clobbering time, which sends a shockwave of rocks forward that basically does a little bit of damage and knocks the enemies into the air and stuns them. Alright, to start things off, I'm going to go over some basic tips on the Thing's kit and how to use it properly, and then later on we'll go over more like gameplay tips and how you should actually be playing him in game. Alright, the very first thing that you guys need to be doing is going into your settings, going onto either keyboard or controller, whatever you're playing on. Under combat, click the character icon on the top, make sure you are choosing The Thing, and then you're going to scroll down under hero, this top option, hold to dash. You want to make sure you turn hold to dash on, and by turning on hold to dash, what that does is it allows you to just push the button once and you get both the knockback and the slam at the same time. Just tap it and let go and you get both. It's an instant, the knockback and the slam. Also, if you need to dash in, you can just hold it and dash around, and then as soon as you let go, you get the slam. Alright, now that you have that turned on, that enables you to do some insane burst damage. One of the best combos you can do with the Thing to get the most damage as fast as possible is a simple right click, so throw the Stone Haymaker, followed by a 1-2, which is the regular standard attack, and then the dash, and then another Stone Haymaker. So on full speed it looks something like this. You get the Stone Haymaker, the 1-2, the dash, another Haymaker, and they're dead. It is an insane combo. If you have your dash ready and you're already next to somebody in the back line, it's just instant kill pretty much. It's insane. Alright, so one more time nice and slow just so you understand. That is the Stone Haymaker, followed by the standard attack, and then you do the tap of the dash, followed by another Haymaker. The next tip I have for you guys is if you're chasing somebody down and you're trying to do some damage with the Stone Haymaker, you see that by charging it up, you get a crazy slowdown. The way that you can get a little bit faster movement is by jumping at the same time as charging it. You keep a little bit of movement speed, and it helps you out just a little bit, getting closer to them. Also, with the Stone Haymaker, this thing has 10 meters of range on it. So you don't have to be as close in their face to land this one. It's pretty insane, actually. Alright, something else with the Stone Haymaker is it gives you an overshield as you charge it up, so it'll raise your health from 700 to 750. And right after you throw it, though, it does drop back down to 700. It's not the most insane thing for like survivability, but it is something to keep in mind. And similar to the Stone Haymaker, the Yancey Street Charge also gives you a bonus shield, but this one gives you 200. So you go from 700 to 900 health. Also, if you see that yellow glow around the health bar, when you have that during the charge, you can't be hit by specific ultimates. The only ones that I've noticed so far is both the Doctor Strange. It doesn't affect you while you're in your sprint like this, and also Jeff ult. He can't eat you when you're sprinting like this. So that is just insane. You get a crazy amount of health and you're immune to 2 of the bigger like crowd control ults that are out there. Alright, so now I want to get into more of the gameplay style and how you should be playing the Thing, because he's kind of a weird character, and it all revolves around his ability, the Embattled Leap, which allows you to leap to a teammate, and it applies a damage reduction to both you and your teammate. but there is a range to this. I believe your team has to be somewhere around 20 meters, I think it is, for you to be able to leap to them, which is part of why it's so important on how you play the character, because you can't dive in too deep or you won't be able to get out. Now the leap is not used just to help get you out of danger, but also you can use it to help your backline or anybody on your team that needs help by leaping to them to help them out during a fight. Like for instance, as you can see here, my Mantis and I believe it's Panther are getting beat up by another thing. So I'm able to charge in, and then I leap to the Mantis here. Luckily she also got a sleep off on him and I'm able to help him fight. And then now I'm ended up taking too much damage, so I'm able to leap back into my healers and they're able to help heal me out. And we get right back into the fight. Alright, so another thing is right off the rip of this game, I let a couple of my teammates like Groot and Iron Fist, I let them push up a little bit first, and then I use that same E ability to give both me and Groot damage reduction at the start of the fight. So I let him get close and then I jumped to him and gave us both damage reduction before we started fighting, as you can see here. So I slowed down a little bit, I'm like, okay, get in there, and then I jumped on him, so we both had the shield. Alright, so this is a fun example of me and my team here. I had an Iron Fist who was constantly bullying their backline. I was able to use my leap to jump to him, and then we get in a fight with these guys in the back, and then I see my Groot is having a crazy fight, and he's low on damage, so I'm able to turn around and jump back to the Groot and help him out, as you can see here. So the Iron Fist, we're pushing this person. I jump up to him to help close the gap a little bit. She disappeared. I turn around, I'm like, okay, we'll help the group fight down here. Get the Hawkeye, get him done. Got the cloak. Finish her off, and then we're like, oh no, we got Thor on us now. So we're fighting Thor. And I see him down here low, so I jump back to him, able to help him out with this fight here. So these are just things that you got to look out for when you're playing. Is he just has a very like in and out style. You just have to be aware of where your team's at as you're jumping in and jumping out. Another thing, earlier when I showed you guys that his charge gives you 200 health, check this out. This is what I'm talking about. I get into this fight, I'm getting beat up bad. I'm like completely outnumbered. I try to jump, I get a little damage reduction. I'm still low, so I use my health. I get 200 and it saved me. I was able to sprint up and grab the health pack up top. Insane, dude. That 200 health is insane. If you have it and you're in a situation where you need to get out, it is amazing. But anyways, guys, as far as just, the standard gameplay goes for him, you're a brawler, you want to get in people's face, you do a lot of damage to the squishier characters, not so much to the big tanky guys. So, the goal is basically you want to get in the back line, deal some damage, jump back out, and, just tear up their team that way. You want to just keep, barging through everybody, do as much damage as you can, get out, get back in. You play him kind of like a flanker. As you can see here, I'm kind of taking these weird little flank routes because he doesn't really have that big like mobility like a Venom or a Hulk where you can just jump in and then jump back out. You have to be kind of close to your team. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Alright guys, that's it for this guide. Hopefully this was helpful. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, you can catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/StevenMGC. There will be a link to that in the description down below. Once again, thank you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.